Hello and welcome to this brief tutorial on how to use Oxford Music Online. This database is a great tool for music students at both the undergraduate, graduate, and even high school levels, as it is simple to use and contains information from multiple databases all amalgamated in one place. As you can see, currently we are on the home page, which right now contains a Welcome to Oxford Music Online heading with information about the redesign and about the database, stating the 51,000 articles written by nearly 9,000 scholars that it contains. If we scroll down a little bit, you can see there is an option for featured content, which is information about people who are featured that month. Information about the update, information on the new subject guides, and then more information about the projects that Grove is working on currently. If we scroll back up, we can see the tools in the header. There's an About section that gives you more information on the site, a Tools and Resources section that gives you links to other resources similar to Oxford Music Online, an option to subscribe if you are not already subscribed through your school or local library, an option for customer service, and then their new option of creating a personal profile. This option is currently not working, but it is going to be very helpful once it is, because it will allow you to save content and information for further searches. The other header that is on the page is the overview of the different types of searches that can be done. These are topics, instruments, geography, eras, people, and places. If you click on any of these options, it will drop down with a with further subgenres to these different heading options. For example, in topics, you can go into audio engineering, music and law, musical sources and bibliographies, or something like performance practice. You can also click to browse all, which will give you a list of all of the different subgenres within that topic. Now, if we wanted to do a search, we could go to this basic search bar, and let's do something simple like Beethoven. Pulling up the search, you can clearly see that they show, first of all, the number of results. There are 2,652 results for Beethoven by itself. This right here will list your current search term as well as if you have any modifiers. This is an option to save the search for future use, and this is linked to the personal profile section. And then there's the option to search for the term in the Oxford Dictionary of Music and Oxford Companion to Music, instead of the Grove Music Online database. If we look on the left, there is the search modifiers. There's first a modify your search option, which drops down to different modifiers that you can use to add to your search. You could search only authors, only article titles, only headings, only bibliographies, only the works list and editions. You can search image captions, and you can search abbreviations this way. If we look at the search results real fast once again, we can see a sort by option, allowing you to sort by relevance, titles A to Z or Z to A, authors A to Z or Z to A, published in print newest and oldest, and published online date newest or oldest first. There's also a list of the number of pages that there are of results, which goes back to the number of results option, obviously. If we look at the first entry here, it is for Beethoven, Ludwig van, which is his full name. There is a little unlocked icon here, which means that we have full text access to this result, and that is through our subscription. Over here, it shows the type of entry. Down below, there is the authors and contributors, and then we have the date it was published in print and the date it was published online. And then we have the beginning of the article. This right here is the beginning of the different search different article topics that we will go into when I click on this search. But for now, let's go back to looking at the modifiers. Below the modify your search option, we have the option to search by format, article, and images. For example, they can also be music or video formats. The type of article, whether it's a biographical article versus a geographical article. You could search by life event, such as the baptism, birth, death of the person you are searching. You can search the relevant topics that are linked to your person or search query. You can search instruments that are related, again, to your search query. You can search the geography if you wanted to limit your information to works published only in Africa or involving Africa. You could limit to the eras based on the types of works of the person or topic you are searching. You can search types of people, as in choreographers or music educators who may have written on the topic. You can search places, limit to city versus region. You can search the publication date. As I showed you before, you can see the publication date online versus in print. And then you could search based on the availability, the unlocked button being the available with subscription, free being available to all, and restricted meaning you do not have access to that particular article. If we go into an article, such as this first one here, we can see the anatomy of that article. We have at the top the topic, Ludwig van Beethoven. We also have the option to view as a PDF, save the search, cite, email, and then share in other formats, and this including sending the citation to sites like Cite You Like. If we look down below, we have the authors, the DOI link, the publication dates again, and then the beginning of the article. This is a very long article as it includes all of the information about Beethoven and his life. Some articles will be shorter, especially those on topics that might just be definitions from the dictionary, Oxford Dictionary of Music. The other interesting part of each article is the article content section. With a person, for example, you can jump down to different times of their life, different times of their musical expression, and then you can also jump to their works section and the bibliography of the article. There's also there is a more on this topic option and an abbreviations option. If we jump down to works, for example, we can view the orchestral works, and it will have the number. Each classical type of music has a number assigned to it, usually. This was posthumously done. This was not done by the composer himself or herself. It will have the title and the key, if it is in a specific key, the date of performance and composition, the place of publication, and then any dedication that might be interesting, the interval, and then the intervals of the piece. You can view orchestral works of his, solo, instrumental, and orchestra, wind band, and then there's just different types of works that you can view. You can also search then for each of these works. Some will come up with their own options and some will not. So that is the basics of Grove Music Online. Thank you for joining me for this short tutorial, and I hope you learned something today. Thank you. Bye-bye.